Welcome to Hallies Creations. I'm Hallie. Hi. Hey, we're going to bling out this little pumpkin here. Going super easy peasy. We're going to paint it black. First layers for the base coat. And then after we do the base coat, you'll see where I painted it teal. And the reason I did teal is, well, one, I had that paint on hand. But two is because teal is a really cool color to put out during the holidays if you're going to have items for little kiddos that have food allergies. A teal pumpkin tells the little trick-or-treaters that this house has something good for me, and it doesn't have to be food or candy because of their allergies. And I'm pretty sensitive to that. I'm highly allergic to a few things, and so I thought, this would be a good thing to do. So we're going to use some Mod Podge, some flat back pearls. Remember the key on your rhinestones and your pearls and your embellishments is flat back when you're putting them onto other items. Now that we have our tray set up, we're going to just simply Mod Podge these little flat back pearls onto the pumpkin. I'm doing one side with designs, the other side with just a real simple lines to accent the little wording on there that says thankful, to give it a little show that you can do it either way. So we're just going to Mod Podge away here. Bling bling. So remember again, flat back pearls and Mod Podge. Mod Podge dries clear, so you can't really mess it up. Mod Podge will also last the test of time. If you're making your own Mod Podge with glue and stuff, that's good, but know in time that it is going to yellow and crack probably. As to where the Mod Podge says they don't. And I haven't had any issues with it yellowing or cracking up to this point of my usage. So I'd rather just spend a little bit more and get a better product and know that the time I'm putting into something is going to pay off in the long run. So I'm a little Mod Podge queen. I like my Mod Podge. And actually a little shout out to Kayleen, who I used to work with. She's the one that turned me on to Mod Podge. So hey, shout out. Thank you for the little tip here. This was years ago. So you'll notice too that I'm using little tweezers, and then I also have a stylus. That stylus is a rhinestone stylus, and if you follow me on other shares, I've showed you where you can get that at Amazon. I have my own personal profile page that I set up that you can go in and look at the different supply lists for the different projects that I do. So this would be under crafts, and this stylus is in there for you can see which one I'm using. I don't have affiliated links at this time. That's not my driving force. My driving force is to have these video shares made for you, and that takes time. In time, I'll get affiliated links, but right now I just want to get a video library built for you can enjoy these different shares. On my YouTube channel, you'll see how I have different playlists. I'll have a shorts playlist that has pretty much everything thrown in it that's shorts. And then I also have my full-length video playlist where it's the painting and the wreath making and the glass painting and the jewelry painting and so on and so forth. I have over 350 videos in shorts, so there's a little bit of a selection for you to pick from. So if you subscribe and set notify as I upload new things onto YouTube, you'll be able to see that. As well, if you're watching this on Facebook, if you follow and like, you'll also get the notifications as I upload onto Facebook as well, because I do use both platforms, and I'm also on TikTok and Instagram. Why not? So you're welcome to check those out, and they're all under Hallies Creations, and my name, Hallie Osborne Jolas. I use Osborne to just give a little shout out to my dad, and of course Jolas is my married name. So super easy to find me, not that hard at all. Also in my pages and on my channel, I have links to all these places as well. And in the description on the YouTube share, there will be the link that you can actually click on to go to the Amazon profile page as well. So it's all easy peasy to find for you and you and you. So we're just going to put this all on here and just enjoy the process a little bit, and I'll be back. I'm back. So on this little thankful lettering, what I did is I picked this up at the Dollar Tree for $1.25, and I think there was 2 in the package, and I spray painted it white, because what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to put pearls on top of this, and I'm actually using those corsage pins that have the really pretty pearl tips to shove that down in there and hold it, and I'm just going to leave them in because it looks really cool. So we have the little thankful here, and we're just going to place these pins in and about on the pumpkin. So if it's a styrofoam pumpkin, one of those foamy pumpkins, this is going to work just fine. Also, what you might want to do is cut those pins down a smidge for they're not as long, depending on the length of the corsage pin that you're using. I picked those pins up at Amazon, and they are on my Amazon profile page as far as under florals, because that's what I buy them for. Probably under crafts as well. If not, I'll go on there and put them there for you can find them. So I just went ahead and I secured that on with Mod Podge as well as the pins, and now I'm just going to bling out the thankful as well and put some small beads on that just to bring it all together. More bling bling. We're going to bling this out like I shared earlier. It's really blingy, but it's fun and it's therapeutic. And as I've shared before, when you're getting in there and you're doing your crafts and you're painting and you're being artistic and such, it's great therapy. It makes you get your mind off of other things. So just enjoy the process. And remember too, when you start these little projects, they don't always look like what you want them to look like until they're done. So just enjoy the process. You'll notice on that tray I have a little bit of plastic there. What I did is I poured my Mod Podge onto a piece of saran wrap where I could just cover it when I'm not using it, then open it back up. Because I do these shares over a few days when I'm making these creations. The little tray is from the Dollar Tree as well. Even that little, the little thing that I have the beads in, that's from either 99-cent store or the Dollar Tree. I think it's from the Dollar Tree. So you just go ahead and bling it out a little bit more. And the reason I chose the teal is, like I shared earlier, is for the food allergies, for those little kiddos that are trick-or-treating that can't really have candy and stuff because they may have nuts in them or whatever. If you put a teal pumpkin out, that tells the parents that you have something there for their kiddos that is not a food item. So if you have like little toys or something for them. So I always try to have a little something for the kiddos that may not be able to have the traditional candy and snacks and stuff. And we don't pass out candy anyway. We pass out ding dongs and ho-hos and Capri Suns. So we're the house to hit. We get together with our neighbors and we put a smorgasbord out for the kids, so they go through this little candy table and then they finish it off with a little dessert, ho-ho or Twinkie, and then they have their Capri Suns and they're on their way. Gotta have something to wash it down. So gotta make it fun. It's also a great time to get together with your neighbors and just connect with the people you live with. So there's something to think about. Just pull out the lounge chairs, throw up a table, put all your candies together, and tell all the kids that we're over here. And they love it. We've gotten to the point now, we've been here long enough where they look for it. So this little pumpkin, because it is teal and it's not the traditional fall colors, can go all the way through Christmas if I wanted to use it in my decorations. And you're going to see that when I put the flowers on it, that has the white wintry type flowers that I put on it for that particular reason. I wanted to have versatility and I wanted to be able to use it throughout the season. I did this particular share for you, and I just thought, Let's do something that is kind of unique and different. This is spray paint that I used over the black paint. And see how the colors come through with the black underneath it? That's how come you want to do that base color in black. It just makes it pop more. And if you saw one of the other pumpkins I did last year, you'll see where I did that. I did a lighter teal color with the black underneath it, and it turned out really cool. But this time I did a metallic finish. And like I said, mainly because it's what I had on hand. I bought this paint for a wedding that never happened. So, yeah, it worked out great. Showing you where you can just brush on the Mod Podge, some bold strokes, and just put your beads on it that way as well. You don't have to go individually. So I did want to show you a couple of different techniques, because not everybody has the patience to go pearl by pearl by pearl. And after you've done this for a while, you may not have the patience to go pearl, pearl, pearl. But it's fun. I did a cross on the back side for a design and a heart just to show you those different designs as well. So you just make it your own. Just have fun with it. A little reminder, don't forget to hit that notify and hit that subscribe. And if you're watching this on Facebook, don't forget to follow and like. You're always welcome to send me a personal message on Facebook or even on comments on the YouTube. And I also have my email on there. So if you want to send me suggestions or comments, you're more than welcome to. It was looking a little bare in the front, so I decided to bling it out in the front as well. Spin this around for you could see. And there you go. You can do designs or you can do the straight little lines. So now we're going to put some florals on here. Like I said, I'm going for a winter theme. I want to be able to use this throughout the holidays. So we're going to match up some ribbon, get some tooling here, and get to it. On the tooling, what I decided to do, I didn't use ribbon. You'll see that I pulled it out, but I didn't use it. Do the tooling about 3 to 4 layers. That works out really well. Now we're going to glue some leaves on here and get our florals ready to go as we trimmed out our accents. I use a hot glue on these. Be careful not to burn your fingers. I use that little stylus to keep my fingers from getting burnt. Look how sad that one leaf looks. It fell off on it looks so sad, but I'll fix that. So anyway, we're going to do about 4 to 5 layers on the tool and then just pipe clean it. We're going to fold it in half, how we do the bunny ears. Use the pipe cleaner to give it a little pop and glue it onto the pumpkin. So right now we're just going to lay out the tool and go from there. Just going to take the pipe cleaner and twist and pop and trim it down and glue it to the pumpkin. Trim off that extra part of the pipe cleaner so you don't have that sticking out there, but don't cut it too short to where it falls apart either. So we're just going to hold that and let that dry and get on there. There goes that sad looking leaf. We're going to fix that. And we're just going to let this dry. We're going to trim and then put this flower on. And from this we're going to fluff it out really good and add some more accents and some more floral accents, and we'll be done. So enjoy this, and I'll be back. I'll be back. Now we're just going to trim that tulle up to make it fluffy and fluff it out. Get that trimmed up here and fluff it out, and we'll be done. But pull and pop and fluff that tulle out to your liking. Don't be afraid. You can always glue it if it comes off. If you pull it too hard and it comes off, that's okay. Just glue it back down again. It's all good. So remember what I say too, measure twice, cut once. So make sure when you're cutting this, you're cutting it how you want, because once it's cut, it's done. So cut them a little bit longer than what you think you're going to want, and then trim them down. Make sure you have a nice sharp pair of scissors that you're not ripping and tearing at the tool as well. more accents for winter, and we're done. So I hope you enjoyed this little share, and until next time, may the Lord bless you and keep you. I really appreciate you jumping onto my channel and sharing your time with me. Of all the places you can jump on and look at fun stuff to create, you chose my channel, and I appreciate you for that. And until next time, have a good day and a better tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of the share. I am so thankful for you, and peace out. Happy holidays.